Today we have a special guest on the channel, Admiral Q. He will be helping me review these 2025 sets. This is set number 71841, the Dragonian Storm Village. It has 305 pieces and retails for $39.99 in the US. First off, this set, let's be honest, it's just a glorified battle pack. So let's start off at the bottom here and work our way up. So at the bottom, we have this little, it looks like a wolf face. I don't know why there would be a wolf, but it looks more like a wolf than anything to me. I like all the little root detailing. That's probably like one of the best details of this set. Moving up a little further, we have these nice little stickered flags, and yes, no prints, I don't think, in this set. And then we move up a little further, you have this little bridge area, and if you pull this little thing out from the side here, you'll see the bridge moves down a little, fall into a pit. And yeah, then we move up a little further and we have this little platform. We'll call it a platform because it's just one studs area worth of space to sit your minifigures on. And the one good thing about the top here is I really like the lanterns. I think that's a nice little detail to put on there. And you can also make the Dragonian Scout a Dragonian Warrior because it has an extra helmet on the top there. Moving down to the backside of the bottom, we have this little skeleton in here, probably to show you that after falling down that bridge, someone did not make it out alive. And then we also have this little cage over here. This cage on the box art is used to trap Zane, I believe. And yeah, it's just a pretty simple little cage to trap your minifigures in. And just a little play story, you know? You can make a little story with it. And then you also have this little weapon over here with this little lantern. And then we have our one little side build for this set. Honestly, the side build isn't even that bad. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be though. It just kind of spins, and you're supposed to put two minifigures, as we will demonstrate here in a moment. But I do like these little wing side pieces on the side here. Those are probably the best pieces that come in this set, to be honest. They're dual molded in purple and trans pink. I really like that, to be honest.
And for the demonstration,
as you can see, they just kind of spin around. It could be like some sort of fighting, but yeah, it's pretty underwhelming, to be honest. And then we move on to the first minifigure of this set, the Dragonian Scout. The Dragonians in the sets are incredible in my opinion, down to the armor printing that has scratches all over it, very nice details, down to the toe printing on the bottom to show that they're like somewhat dragon-like creatures, and the leg printing as well is also amazing. Not to mention the new armor piece is absolutely incredible. Like, that's gotta be the most unique armor piece we've ever seen from Ninjago. Besides like maybe the dragon armor, that's like the only other armor that even comes close to this. But yeah, he has a little mohawk on top, you know, he's got that fresh cut. And then we got the face, which is, he's got some fangs in there, also showing that he is possibly some sort dragon related. And then he's got some reddish eyes, I'd have to say. And yeah, this is a really good minifigure overall, but the next one is the superior version.
and now we have the Dragonian Warrior, which is, in my opinion, the best generic army villain of Dragons Rising so far. It is also the most detailed and quite unique. It has pretty much the same printing on the armor, front armor here, as the Scouts do. The armor, shoulder armor and stuff is the same, but that is where it pretty much stops, because we have a top part here which completes a whole dragon head. Look at from the side here, you can see it, and it just looks like he is a small dragon. This looks awesome. But here is something else. This back part here can actually detach into a small baby dragon. Look at that. I mean, They are really doing some great stuff with the Ninjago sets. Very detailed, very unique molds. We also have, let's say, detach his top here. The face printing is pretty much about the same as a Scout, but it has an alternate face, which if you turn it around to face the front, looks like he is ready to blow fire from his mouth, which is very awesome.
Alright, and then we have Morro. This guy, we haven't seen him for 10 years, and he's finally coming back in Season 3 of Dragons Rising 2025. This minifigure is really good in my opinion. The sand green is just amazing to see on a minifigure. We usually don't see that a lot. And there's less transparency on this guy from his original minifigure, but I think the transparent arm really does it justice. I really like how his hand with the transparent arm matches. And then we also have the leg printing on the bottom here, and it has lime green, dark green, and sand green and tan details. Really good color combination in my opinion, and the belt and the dragon symbol on the torso also looks really nice. I like the dragon eyes, how they have like a greenish color to them. And then we move on to the back here. He has some writing on his back. As you can see, it is kind of hard to see the writing on his back, but you can tell it's there. It's some letters in jargon. Y'all can translate it for yourself. I don't really feel like doing that. As we come back to the front, I took off the dark green half mask to show you his new face prints. So the first face here, he does look older. I don't really know how that works since he's a ghost, but looks pretty cool to me. And you can see his little cheekbones there. The sand green around his eyes looks really sick. And he has his original hair as well. Then flipping the hair around here to see the other face, we can see he has an angry look to him. And the eye color change for this is really good in my opinion. They're really making some really good face prints this year in my opinion for Ninjago, for new characters and returning old ones. Next we move on to Nia. Nia is a really good minifigure in my opinion. She has the metallic blue printing, which is really good. We usually don't see that on minifigures. She has the gold armor underneath the gi. She has the light azure color scheme as usual. The dragon on the back is covered up with the black armor that we saw on Tournament J last year. And the hood in my opinion is also really nice. The gunmetal contrasts well with the light azure, and the leg printing is also really nice. Most of the ninja suits this wave are practically identical except for color changes and the symbol changes.
And next we have Zane. And this is the only set where you can actually get the full suit for Zane, including his hood, which for $40, I want to say is not a bad way to go. He does come with 2 prismatic blades, which is awesome. Zane's color scheme is very good this wave. He's got all his colors working for him. He's got the medium azure, the white, the gray, even a little bit of black, and even gold, which is really awesome. The gold really stands out against the, well, every other color, but it is under his gi, which kind of gives it that subtlety. Very detailed all the way down to his feet. It is awesome. Take a look at the back. Can't really see much of the back printing, but if you took it off, it'd be really awesome too. He does have the black armor, like Occasional Brick said, is from Jay from the tournament, and his hood, it would look good if it was mainly medium azure, maybe. It would look maybe a little bit better, stood out a little bit more. The gray and white kind of blend in together, but it is still a really good figure. His face does come with the Dragons Rising Season 1 print. It's okay. it's still a really good print.
And the last minifigure in this set is Rogue, aka Jay. Where to start with this guy? The color scheme of this guy is dark blue, sand blue, dark red, gold, and I think also a little tan. That's a lot of colors, but the way they balanced it on this minifigure, it works really well. It's mostly dark blue with some touches of sand blue, and the belt is dark red. And then we have this little sort of like torn cloth on his shoulder, which is tan, the only tan part in this minifigure. And the gold, as you can see as the light shines off, really stands out. It's got some like lightning detailing, and I think the rope across his chest is also gold. And something I found interesting is that he uses the regular gold tournament armor that the ninja used last season, and the ninja are using the black armor that Jay used last season. So they switched armor pieces for some odd reason. And yeah, the new face print on this guy is also incredible. Taking off the new rice hat mold also. This is a very good mold. And yeah, it's got like a stud hole connection on the top as well. It's got really good detailing all around overall. And then we got the new face print. It's just kind of an angry face for Jay, which we've seen on other face prints, yes, but this one is also only one-sided since the rice hat was not a hair hat combo, which I think the hair hat combo would have been maybe a little better, but I can't deny this is a really awesome minifigure. Overall thoughts on this set. First of all, as I said earlier, it's a glorified battle pack. The build is honestly really underwhelming for $40. The real highlight of the set is the minifigures, absolutely.
You do get 2 exclusive minifigures, and if you count Zane in his full suit as another one, 3 exclusive minifigures, plus 2 Dragonian figures and Neo's full suit. I must say, even with the underwhelming build, this is definitely worth it. The minifigures are just worth it for the price.
Yeah, for $40, this is absolutely worth it. I totally recommend you buy it, especially if you want like Rogue. I hope you all like the video, like and subscribe, and see y'all later. Peace.